Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Bianca. I have two Dollar Tree DIYs for you guys, of course, for fall. As you can see, I have 4 Dollar Tree pumpkins, I have some paint, and just an old bucket that I bought a long time ago from Walmart. They have buckets like this at Dollar Tree if you want to create something like this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack all 4 of these pumpkins, and I want it to say fall, so that's why I have 4 of them. The first thing I need to do is paint the pumpkins. So I have these 4 colors from Apple Barrel. I have Harvest Orange, Antique Parchment, English Ivory Green, and Admiral Blue. If you've seen my latest DIYs, then you've seen these paints because I've been using them so much lately, but I like to play around with them when they're not exactly the color that I want. So for the blue, I'm gonna add a little bit of chalk paint to it. So I'm gonna add some of that to this blue. I'm gonna add some of the chalk paint to the green and some to the orange. So each of these paints are for each pumpkin. So obviously I'm painting an orange pumpkin orange, but I want to make a different color orange. I don't want it to be this. If you've seen these Dollar Tree pumpkins in person, then you'll know they're super like vibrant. They're very like neon like. So I don't want them to be so bright like that, or I don't want this one to be bright like that. So I'm gonna cover one of them with this white chalk paint first. I should have brought my brown paint. I guess I'm gonna add a little bit of brown paint to this to make it a burnt orange. So we need to start painting, that way I can let it dry, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do a double coat. Okay, so I got the Admiral Blue right here with some of the white chalk paint, and I'm just gonna mix it together. And then the following color is going to be the green, English Ivory Green. Oh, and this is Nutmeg Brown. Okay, the first one's gonna be blue. I'm gonna remove the stem. It's just attached with the toothpick. I have done most of the top of the blue pumpkin. I just need to let that dry. That way I can flip it and then do the bottom. What I learned about painting these with sponge brushes, since this is styrofoam, it has a lot of little indentions, so you need to dab it all around. So it's just easier. That way then if you rub it on, then you can see the orange. But if you dab it, it covers it pretty well. Now for the Antique Parchment one, this is the one that's going to be all the way at the top, and this is going to be the lightest color. These 3 pumpkins are completely dried. This is not the white one, this is the creamy one that's gonna go on the top. So what I wanna do is add some detail to the pumpkins where the lines are at. I already started on this side, and I'm just gonna use that antique parchment to do that. The other pumpkin, this is the one I painted white. This is the one that's gonna be orange. I'm just letting the white paint dry, and then I will go over it with that burnt orange color. So once I have the lines like that, I just have a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna just go over it lightly all around the pumpkin. Since this one is already painted with the antique parchment, I added some of that nutmeg brown. So what I'm gonna do is use the same technique as I did with that one, which was I added a little bit of brown, and I'm gonna add it the same way that I just showed you, but to, I'm sorry, to these two pumpkins. All right, time to paint the white pumpkin with my harvest orange, and I mixed a little bit of nutmeg brown in there, and I did add a little bit of that antique parchment. When I did the first coats on all of these pumpkins, you seen that I was dabbing it like that because of all those little holes from the styrofoam. But now, since I covered up most of that with the first coat, I can just go over it like this. Now that this is completely covered, I really love the way it looks. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing and just add some white details and a little bit of brown in there. So I'm gonna let the pumpkins completely dry, and what I did was take one of the, let me just show you. If you remember, I took all of these off of the pumpkins. I'm gonna keep one to put at the top of the top pumpkin, which is gonna be the creamy antique parchment pumpkin, and I painted it with that. Now I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of the brown. I've been mixing the nutmeg brown and the antique parchment together. So now I'm gonna stack the pumpkins. I'm gonna use some of the same toothpicks that were on the little green stem to stack them. And now I'm gonna add the little stem that I painted. I'm going to be spelling out fall with these Dollar Tree poster stickers. I originally wanted to stencil on fall with brown, but I was about to do it, and I just think since there's so many dents on the pumpkin, I think it would just mess it up if I tried to do it. So Okay, so what I did was go ahead and use my hot glue gun and added glue in between them so it was just more sturdy. I added some floral foam right here. I did add a couple of trash bags at the bottom just to give it some height. And now I have some pieces of floral foam that I have. The last thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and add some of that Dollar Tree raffia. All right, you guys, and here you have it, the first DIY all finished. I'm so happy I was able to do like all the different colors like the orange, green, and blue, but still make it look neutral by adding that parchment apple barrel paint. I think it's so pretty. You can do what you choose with this DIY if you decide to do something like this. You don't even have to add the letters if you don't want to. Or you can maybe just do 2 pumpkins instead of 4, maybe 3, you know, it's up to you. But I really wanted to make 4 pumpkins and I wanted to spell out fall. So let's go ahead and move on to the second and final DIY. For this next DIY, I'm gonna be starting off with this thankful Dollar Tree sign. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. I'm gonna be turning it this way. Basically, it's gonna be used as a stand for this Dollar Tree fall sign. So you're not gonna see this, it's gonna be flat like that. And I bought some of these giant crab sticks from Walmart. Now I was so shocked at how cheap these were. Look how big these are. They're huge. And this comes in a 45 pack and it was under $2. I believe it was like $1.60 something. And that is a really good deal. So I bought these and what I'm gonna do is basically start creating a fence along here like this. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start doing that so I can show you my idea. So I took out some craft sticks already and there's gonna be 9 of them that I'm going to use. And I also removed these 2 pieces that were right here on the edges of this side because I'm gonna be gluing them to this part of the little thankful sign. So now what I'm gonna do to make it look more like a fence is I am going to create a peak at the top right here by cutting off this round area. Now I'm going to be kind of doing the same technique as I did on the pumpkins. I'm mixing the nutmeg brown and parchment paper paints together. And I'm going to be painting this wooden little fence. I already glued one down in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to add these. That's why I didn't go all the way down with the paint because you weren't gonna be able to see it anyways. So I'm just gonna add some hot glue. And I'm gonna leave a little gap. I grabbed 2 more of those giant craft sticks and cut off the edges and painted it the same as I painted the fence right there. So now what I'm going to do is these are going to go across on that fence, and I want to I'm going to stencil on Happy Fall with these little stencils I grabbed from Walmart. I will try to link this below, or if not, I do have, like I said, different stencils in my Amazon store. So I'm just going to use that nutmeg brown to stencil that on. Now I'm going to take my hot glue gun and glue this onto the fence. The last thing I wanted to do to this was take these pumpkin clips from the Dollar Tree, and they do have these little clips on them like that, just glued, so I just pulled it off, and I'm just gonna hot glue them to the bottom right here. So I got some orange and white ones. All right, you guys, so hopefully the lighting is good and you can see it well. I really love the color of the fence. I didn't want it to be too dark of a brown. I really wanted it to be a lighter brown, so that's why I painted it like that. And I'm happy you're able to see, you know, the buffalo check and some of the raffia in the back. So yeah, I really like it. It's cute. And of course you can customize this to the way you want. I was thinking about painting the pumpkins, but I honestly really liked the bright orange and the white pumpkins next to each other. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.